Good morning. I have something I want to talk to you about today, and hopefully it won't sound harsh because it's not meant to sound harsh, but sometimes I can be that way. So let's start this way. I'm Ann Brennan with BNI Central Maryland, and I am here to help. I'm here to help you grow your business. And I've been thinking a lot about accountability. One thing I hear a lot when I'm out and about is I hear people say, oh, BNI has too many rules for me. I don't think that's for me. And I want to say something. I think people have the idea of accountability wrong. Yes, we hold each other accountable. We want people to be at the meetings. We want people to be engaged because they will do better if they are. But I think what people miss is that BNI is an accountability tool for yourself. Now, here's the thing. We have this tool that we use. It's called the Power of One. And people think of it as a rule, and it's not a rule. It is a tool for you to grow your business. Now, I know that you're a business owner. As a business owner, there are things you know. You know that you're the only one, really, who is going to be responsible for growing your business. You're the only one that has the tools to grow your business. Nobody can sell your business like you can, right? But I bet if you go back and you look at the last week or the last 2 weeks or the last month, I bet you less than 4 hours of that time was spent on actual business development. And by that, I mean going out and getting business, not sitting by your computer and coming up with a great idea of how you're going to get business, but actually going out and getting business. So pause this right now, pause the video, go and look at your calendar and come back and tell me, did you do more than 4 hours in the past week or 2 weeks or month? My guess is you didn't because most of us don't. BNI will hold you accountable for that. You will be able to use the tools in BNI to hold you accountable for that. So let's say it that way. We're not going to hold you accountable. If you don't do it, it won't work for you and then you will leave. And that will be sad. That will make me sad because I know it works if you work it. So let me tell you the things that I want to explain to you. We do one meeting a week. Why do we do one meeting a week? We do one meeting a week because you, as a business owner, know that you need to get in front of people more often. This is your opportunity to get in front of people every single week. You also know that you should be learning. If you're not learning, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're not going to be able to grow your business. So we have one CEU a week, and we have podcasts and books and all sorts of opportunities for you to learn one CEU a week because you know you should be learning. You also know that people who are connectors are the people who are making the most money. They just are. People who are connectors are making the most money. Yes, they're making a lot of connections for other people, but it lifts them up. It lifts them up in the community, and people think of them more often because they are the connector. They're the people who are making those connections. So you want to be a connector. That's why we have one referral a week. So you can connect people to other people. Also, you know you should be building relationships. You know that people are not going to know, like, and trust you just because they see your ad on Google. If they see your ad on Google, they're not going to know, like, and trust you because of that. They need to get to know, like, and trust you. And that's where the one-to-ones come in. We do one-to-one a week because when we do that, we're building real relationships. And finally, the one that I think confuses people is we have one visitor a week. We want each person to bring a visitor every week, or actually it's per month, but I think per week would be great. Because if you bring in a visitor strategically, you'll bring in your referral partners. So I'm going to tell you a short story about how that works. I want you to think about, we've created a senior power team within one of our chapters. The chapter has a a funeral planner. He is a funeral planner. He pre-plans funerals. He is partnered with a guy who is a senior living center. And that one is connected to an in-home living, in-home assisted care person. Sorry. So let's go back. Funeral planner, in-home care, assisted living center, and finally, we have an estate planner. Now, the four of them are passing business to each other like mad, and they're doing that because they can work together, because they brought in visitors who were referral strategy partners for them, right? These are people who could be referral partners for them, and they've created a referral strategy around that. So it's so important. You can think of BNI as accountability, and somebody's going to hold you accountable. Maybe you need it. I personally sometimes need somebody to hold me accountable, but having BNI and having these tools has held me accountable. It's kept me accountable for making sure I get my business done. So now when I look back at my week, I can tell you at least 4 hours of my week are spent on business development. Quite honestly, mine right now, and we are growing 35% growth in the past year. We have that growth because I spend about 20 hours a week on business development. So how much are you spending? If you're not spending that much and you want to do that, you want to grow your business, and you know that the things that you've been doing aren't working, come to me. Let me help you find a chapter. This is our website. It's bnicentralmaryland.com. Go visit it or message me directly at Ann. I'm Ann at bnicentralmaryland.com. And I will help you find the chapter that's right for you. I will help you find your referral partners because I know who is in each of my 14 chapters. If you're ready to grow your business, BNI is ready to help you.